Lisa.
And I'm Jenny.
And together we are the Shady
Trees
Stitches. Coming at you in delayed stereo again on Zoom, because that's the way we like to do things. We also are very late, and I apologise for that. But where Jenny and I live in the last few weeks has been very much flood central. We've had a lot of storms and floods, and we just have not been able to get this video to happen, mostly because Jenny's been out chopping up trees and putting tarps on roofs. But well done to Jenny. We appreciate your efforts doing your bit for the community. So thank you. And everyone else.
My rain jacket's on the back of that chair. My uniform top's on the back of that chair. My boots are at the front door.
We weren't sure if tonight would happen either, but it is. So as a result, it's currently the 25th of March, and we haven't been with you all month, I don't think. So sorry about that. But we have quite a bit to show you, quite a bit of stitching, and we will endeavour to come back in about 2 weeks, maybe, or 4 weeks with Jenny, but we'll see how we go. Get our schedule out. But anyway, thank you for joining us. This is season 4, episode 1. I can't believe we've been doing this for 3 years, Jen.
Wow.
Doesn't feel like it.
No.
I know there's a few strange people who've gone back and watched from the beginning. And good luck to them. We've refined along the way, but yeah, here we are. So thank you for those who've stuck with us, found us along the way, or if you're new, hopefully you like us. We're still 3 years and we haven't made that magical 1,000 subscribers. Currently sitting at 680, or is it 860?
860.
860. I knew there was a 6 and 8 in there. So yeah, that's a lovely amount of you, and good number of you watch regularly. So thank you. We really do appreciate it. So feel free to comment below. We're also going to be just doing every fortnight now, because someone messaged me on that. We needed to just refine things because we're stitching on such few pieces. We don't want to bore you by just showing here's 200 stitches of this or 200 stitches of that, except if it's Jenny and that's a whole stitching on piece, and that is brilliant. But I mean, for me, doing an interlude. So you probably get both of us once a month, and then me for an interlude partially through the month. And then, of course, you've got the challenge chat discussions, which are coming about 3 times a month. All right, Jenny, do you have, first cab off the rank, any finishes?
Yes, little tiny finish.
You have a tiny finish. Show us your finish.
So, Romeo Mouse. So there he is. So as I said, very tiny finish. Now I just have to put him together.
It shouldn't take you too long to FFO him.
No. Apparently, when you put it together, so Liz, she's doing Juliet Mouse, the other half. So Juliet. Yep. Which we're doing these for our friend's daughter who got married in October. One of her other daughters recently announced her engagement. So we're going to do, because I have enough material and so does Liz. So we're going to swap and do the other mouse that we didn't do for the other daughter. The only thing is that you can't buy the bits separately. You can only buy the bits with the pattern. So like that, the hat and the tail and the little flowers.
Yeah.
So some of that shouldn't be too hard, like the flowers and the veil for Juliet shouldn't be too hard. Liz is working on another option for the tails. And then there's a metal button underneath that you sew them to sort of give that something to stand on.
You can do that.
We'll work it out. But I am very conscious of the fact that I don't want the second pair to look like the poor relations of the first one with the real bits. So yeah. So we're going to make the other ones. But Liz has also done Mr. and Mrs. Frosty Mouse just recently, and each mouse only takes 2.5 cotton balls to stuff.
Well, there you go.
That's how tiny they are.
I'm laying you down a challenge, Jenny. By your next video, which will be in 3 or 4 weeks' time, I would like an FFO, please. Is that possible?
Well, yes. So I was waiting till Liz had done a practice. Well, as far as I was concerned, a practice for me by doing her frosty mice. She's done that now. She's given me some tips, so I'm good to go.
Awesome. Well done, Jen. That's an exciting feeling having it finished.
So that was another 365 stitches from the last time that you'd seen it.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. So it will get turned into a.
Looking forward to seeing
3D.
it FFO. Okay, well,
do you have any finishes?
I do, and I don't want to belittle your finishes. I'm very proud of your finishes, but I have some finishes too. And there's no instrumental serenade tonight because the kids are in bed. So I have finished Lucy Radden, which is part of the schoolgirl sampler. So hold on, we need a bell for this one. This one can have a. There you go. I have an app. We do this on Zoom anytime anyone gets a finish, and we credit Pam and Stephanie of Just Stitching for the bell. So Lucy Radden was our third one in the series. It's designed, well, it's not designed, but charted by Fox and Rabbit, and it's on a piece of their 36-count linen, and it came with the soie. Anyway, it came with the other silks, MPI silks.
Oh, yep.
And so it came in blue and red. This was charted in blue, and it comes with all the things to fully finish too. So maybe if I've given you the gauntlet of a fully finished object, maybe I should do this one too. But I decided I wanted to do a red work sampler, so I just switched the colours around. So that's Lucy Radden. That's finish number 1. And then it also has a little pincushion.
Oh.
So there's my little pincushion again. I switched the colours around. So
that's a pretty blue.
Both parts of the Lucy Radden pattern finished. So which is awesome. I better do myself a quick little one. A long one. But wait, I haven't seen you guys for nearly a month. And just so you know, I counted it up. I've done 1,483 stitches since I saw you. So in that time, we had another finish. And this is a big finish. Gigi from Nora Corbett, stitched on a piece of fabric I got from Sew It All, which was
that looks so cool.
Isn't it cool? And I particularly see the way I managed to get the lightning not covered up.
Yeah,
that's why I put her a bit over to the side, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't waste the lightning in the fabric. Well, I'm actually thinking about just getting a frame from Spotlight. It's a white frame, because I'm actually liking the way it looks with the white.
Yeah. And I like how on her dress there's the sort of shiny bit that kind of mimics the lightning a little bit.
Yes, it does. And if I put it close, you can see all the, I can't see what you can see, but all the beads.
She's got necklaces and stuff.
She's got necklaces and she's got shinies in the broom. So I enjoyed it. These Noras, once you break the back of them, they don't take long to do. So she was my carryover from February to finish. And I think, sorry, she was my January and Lucy was my February. So I have finished my 2 carryovers.
Right.
And I don't know what my carryover is going to be yet for this month, but I'll show you what I think it will be when I get there. All right, what bits have you got? Oh, sorry, no, this one needs a big bell. As I said, no instrument. I mean, really, 3 finishes in a video is worthy of me bringing the tuber out, but not happening tonight. Sorry, guys. Okay, what other stitching are you done, Jen?
So I've got a couple that were leftovers from when we were at retreat, and I forgot to show a couple of pieces, but then one I've done, actually I think both of them I've done some more on anyway. So so these were from February, and then I haven't, as Lisa said, it's been very wet here. I've been busy with SES, and I took on a new role in my scout group, so that's taken up some of my time as well. So I haven't, March has been a crap stitching month. But yeah, anyway, so I did some more on strawberry fields. So I have now got, well, no, I'm not quite to the very bottom yet, but very, very close. So, so I've got down to the brick wall.
Now, what count are you stitching that on?
36 count.
Mm.
It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
But that's why I started, unusually for me, I started in a corner because it's on a really big piece of material and I didn't want to cut it until I was sure where I needed to cut it. So,
oh, that's great. So how many stitches did you do on it, Jen?
All up in February, 250.
Right.
But yeah, so that's now, yeah, got me down to the brick wall. So the top of the brick wall. So I'm almost at the bottom. Basically, because I wanted to get onto some easier stitching because all of this vine and the strawberries keep changing colors and the vine keeps changing colors and
it's a repetitive pattern. But so I'm just going to butt in. So you're doing strawberry fields.
Oh yes, yes. Ooh.
So my strawberry fields is actually the one I think is going to be my finish for next month, unless I finish it first. It's going to be my carryover. So I know exactly what you're saying about the border because I've just joined the border up.
Yes, because you started at the bottom, didn't you?
I did start at the bottom, work my way up. So I'm using the 4 colors, but this is on a piece of, I imagine, 28 count sort of a shelt linen. So if I move this, you can see it's really quite see-through.
Mm. And,
so,
and quite a bit bigger than mine.
Yeah. But still lovely.
Yes.
And I have so far done 789 stitches on that this month. So as I said, that's going to get some more love this week because of the daily 30 homework.
Oh, that I was stitching because that was part of the Get to Know Nat for the Get to Know Your moderators in the No New Starts group, because you had to stitch on a piece that you could tie to June. And I started that for your birthday stitch along, and your birthday's in June and Nat's birthday's in June, and it was at the stitching retreat. And so all these June bits.
That's right. And just so you know, dear viewers, I'm wriggling around like a worm because sitting cross-legged on the floor, which so many floss tubers seem to do, and I do not know why, but in this room it's my only option, is just not comfortable on my sore foot. So I just have to forgive me for...
I would normally I wouldn't mind sitting cross-legged, but I don't know what I did, whether it's just stress or spending too many hours at work, but yesterday evening, afternoon, evening, my lower back started hurting again and continued today. So sitting is okay, standing is okay. No. Hello, Zoe.
We have a stitchy buddy, Zoe. She just moved out of the shop, but she just moved in it, so I thought I'd better show you. All right, what else have you got?
Okay, so another one that I did quite a bit of work on last month was, I'm doing this one, Ornaments. So it now looks like this.
Oh. And
I obviously got to the 500 stitches all up in February. I think I did show this at the retreat, but I've done more since. And I stopped when I got to 500, which is why there's thread.
But your gradation is just looking so awesome, Jen.
Well, it's not me. It's the dimensions.
No, but
yeah. So if I go in really close, you can see. So in the very middle, it's half crosses, which is one strand pale purple, one strand pale blue. Then you go a little bit further out, you get full crosses in those same two colors. Then you get darker purple, and then this very outside one is one strand purple, one strand blue. So I'm assuming that all of them will be like that. Like looking at the pictures, they all sort of seem to have that sort of light in the middle going to darker on the outside. So pretty cool. A lot of effort, but it looks really good. But yes, This kit's rather old, so there's some slightly dodgy looking dirty marks on my material. But that's okay. I will be able to wash them out when I finish. Okay, and the last piece that I've been doing some work on is my little ho-ho-ho. Because one of the prompts, I think it was for Down Under Divas, was stitch on, for St. Patrick's Day, Shamrock, stitch on something that, stitch on a piece that has exactly 3 of something. So
you have 3 hos.
I have 3 H's and 3 ornaments. So previously I just had this H, and my border I think went from here round to about here. So I've done the rest of that border. I've done the red, the H, and the red and the gold up the top. So, which was 256 stitches, something like that, 250 something. So yeah, so that's.
You've done well, Jen, considering how much you haven't been able to stitch.
Well, yeah, but the only stitching I've done so far in March has been this one and Romeo. But and so this is another dimensions kit. So the dark brown border is 4 strands, half crosses. Then figure up here. Hang on, got to get in the right spot. Up here, you can see there's a slightly paler. That's 3 strands, half crosses.
Yeah, so it's textured.
And then there's 2 more colors. You can see the sort of the sandy, goldy kind of browny. Two more colors to add into the border as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what does that give you as your total?
Well, we're not at the end of the month yet, but so far only just over 600.
Now you might be able to get 100 if you 1,000 if you actually get a chance to stitch.
Yeah.
But not with the weather that's forecast, I don't like your luck.
Well, yeah, except that I'm team leader on call, so I will be organising teams rather than actually going out on jobs. But whether that means that I need to be at headquarters, if I can do it from home, don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It also depends how my back's feeling, because I've been doing my stretches and I've been taking anti-inflammatory tablets, but and certainly it's better than it was this morning, but it is still a bit sore. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, that's no good. Well, I have whips. My goodness, do I have whips. So I think the last time I filmed, I showed everyone what my whips were going to be for the month. And I'm pleased to say I have touched every single whip go.
Ooh.
You would be coming. Every single whip go. They're not all completed yet, but I have touched them all. And I'm just starting on my daily 30 animal one. So I haven't touched all them yet.
Right.
So in no particular order other than the way they're sitting on the ground near me, we have got my temperature bookshelf.
Oh.
Up to date to today.
Okay.
I have decided I am going to commemorate finishes by outlining the book in gold.
Ah.
Yeah, so I have to go back and do that. And to fill in and do this month, I created that heading. And then I've started a key, and then I'm going to finish the key down the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 1,102 stitches for the month. All my totals are not necessarily since you saw me, but the month, which is about the same time. So that is that one. Then we've got, this one's going to come out this week again, my Gingerbread Manor, which is a Haid Amy Stewart pattern. This is coming out because of a lot of homework prompts that it's going to fit in with. And I started in the top right corner.
So you're still just doing black, huh?
No, actually, if you look carefully, there's really dark 3371 in there as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But yes, it looks
almost
like I'm doing black. Yeah, I know. But what I've decided to do is I'm going to do the bulk colours across for the page, and I've got it on this nice big one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be coming off soon because it's nearly the end of the month. So yeah, that one was so far. Gingerbread has had 642 stitches done on it. We have got Miss Christmas Eve, my next Nora Corbett, who looks like this. And I was just having a conversation on Zoom with one of the girls. One of them didn't realize she's wearing a Christmas tree. So for anyone who hasn't realized that, her skirt is a Christmas tree. See that? So that's what she looks like. I have done 630 stitches on her, all in green. So she doesn't look like anything really, but that's where she's up to.
Well, yeah, but Christmassy colours, because you've already done her bodice, which is red, and now you're doing the green of her skirt. So
yeah, and I'm just doing one colour green and doing half it because the pattern is chopped down the middle. I made a working copy.
Yeah.
And so I'm just doing like a half that I can see and then moving across. I also have been working on my lavender farm.
Oh, yes.
I curate a Paddock like this. And my lavender farm has completed its stitches with 1,198 stitches. I don't know why I still have it in Q-Snap because it's completed its stitches. So really it should be coming out because it's not going to be stitched on. I like it a lot. This one I know I use for a prompt of the one that I have the most in my current rotation. So there we go. So I finished off the bulk of the house. Haven't done all the white on the house, but everything else on one side, and then went all the way across on the bottom. So yeah, so it's looking really good. This is on a piece of Crafty Leanie fabric. She's a dyer from Queensland. Always like to support Australian. These days, mostly I just tend to buy for myself because why not? Okay, and then I also was working on my houses for my little house ABC. I did this today, and I've done 907 stitches on them today. I finished off.
Very exciting.
Yeah. I was doing exciting stitching, but I've only got one more border to go, and it will be all bordered done.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to do that because when I was stitching, you won't be able to see, but there's actually two different coloured browns. So I've done them in a pattern of borders. So you sort of make a jigsaw with the two different colours.
Now, with that one, you're going to have to be very careful that you don't do what you did with your what's it? Your big one that's on the 40 count that you hate.
Yeah.
Where you started doing the wrong block because you thought you were.
Yes. No, I will.
What am I talking about?
My Hawk Run, Village of
Hawk Run. Yeah, that one. Yes.
No, yes. I don't think I will stuff it up because it's alphabetic.
Yeah. But yes.
But yes, I will pay attention. Don't you worry. Then I also have been doing some great work on our cell, which is the Stitch Nation, and I belong to the cross stitch.
Ooh.
And Jenny, look at your dress.
Wow.
Yeah. So this week I put Jenny's dress on her. She still has no, but the whole first bit's finished.
Yes.
So I've only got the other bit to go. So I'm looking forward to keeping working on this, just doing the 300 stitches each week in the sale that we get on a Thursday night. So if anyone's in Australian time and wants to be, encouraged to stitch on a sale, any sale, Thursday nights, we jump on and stitch on our sale. And I've done, I think, 1,047 stitches on that this month so far. Because I always finish the thread. I don't stop right at 300.
Yeah.
So that's where my cross stitch nation's going, which is very exciting.
Well, yes, and also that it's not I belong to the crow anymore.
No. Now I realised I've forgotten to bring one in, so I'm sorry. I will have to tack that on the end. I'll tack it in here. It's my blueberry homecoming. I will put a picture of that in here, and you can see how I've gone with that, which is quite well because I've done 1,846 stitches of blueberry homecoming. So it's doing quite well too. So as I said, I'm going to move my strawberry fields over to being my rollover piece for next month to finish. But if I happen to finish it this week, prompts that it's going to fit, then I'll roll blueberry over.
Okay.
And my next closest to finish. And then, I told you I had a lot. I have one more. And it is the fantastically lovely Kringles.
Ooh.
Which I had only done the 200 stitches to get started on via whip, and I did 340 stitches on it. But it was in a little Q-snap. And my 340 stitches, look.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is,
that's not where it was supposed to be.
I think when I started here, that was meant to be the top. I think I meant to do like the top of the doorway there, but instead I've done it there. So I am going to have to frog all that and all that. I think I can leave that, not that, this bit.
Yeah.
As the top of the bottom bit.
Because otherwise it won't fit, will it?
I know, no, it won't, because that's actually pretty much the top of the fabric.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, it's like, okay, well, if that's the ground level,
You
second
know.
level, third level, there's no room for the roof.
No. But you've got quite a bit underneath. Yeah.
So I was an idiot when I did the first 200. I started in the middle of the fabric, and obviously that was my intention, but I thought I was going to be doing top of the door.
But you did the door
But
step.
they're still too long. Like it's longer than it needs to be. But I think it'll fit fine if I just make that the ground floor. Then I have second floor, third floor, roof.
And the roof. Yeah, that'll be okay. Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to fit in with this fabric anyway, sort of like brown and blue sky.
Yeah.
And you can't see it, but it's beautiful. It's one of my
sparkles.
Yeah. So I've got a new range of opalescents. I'm sure I've mentioned them, but I can get 28 count, at 18 count, 32 count, and 14 count now in sparkly opalescence. So there'll be some more opalescence coming your way soon on the website.
That material's really pretty.
It is. So that, people, as I said, it's 1,483 stitches since I saw you.
No. It's got to be more than 1,000. If you did 1,000 on all of those pieces, I think you're missing a digit. 12,000. That sounds better.
Well, I had some numbers crossed out. But yeah, sorry.
Right.
Yes, accountant. So 12,483 stitches.
That's more like it. Because if it was only 1,000, it's like, that's my kind of numbers.
Yeah, sorry. My math's bad. So that is all my stitching. All right. Have you had any haul, Jen?
I have. So we know Lisa gets the Silks for You Colour of the Month and Silk of the Month. So
I'm going to butt in here.
Yep.
I'm going to show you my Colour of the Month and my Silk of the Month, if that's okay.
Yep.
It'll make sense in a minute to you people. So we have got I always forget this is the Colour of the Month. This is like 4 of the regular colours and beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we have the Colour of the Month, and then we have the Silk of the Month, which is the specially dyed, and as usual, all come in their beautiful bags. These are all in shades of grey. Look at that.
Silver through to grey. Lovely.
Yes, lovely. So you get 10 meters of the Silk of the Month, and you get 15 meters of the Colour of the Month.
So I have subscribed.
$27 Australian each.
Okay. I've subscribed to the Silks for You seasonal packs, which is 4 times a year, because there are 4 seasons. You get 6 lots of 15 meters and some other little appropriately themed thing. So the extra, so this is the spring pack. So the extra is little butterfly needle minder, which is really cute and sparkly. And so the colors, so some of them are, it's kind of a bit like a mix of yours, because some of the colors are just for the seasonal pack and some are their regular colors. So yeah, they're big and fat, so it's a bit hard to do what you do. So this is what I got.
Oh, look at that.
So it's sort of like they've done one. Oops. So this is one that's special for it, but then they've picked a complementary one from their regular range, and then another one that they've done for the pack with a complementary, and yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, so I'm very happy with that. So it came in a much bigger little gift thing. So yes.
Oh, that's exciting. I know. And can I ask how much is the seasonal pack if people want to know?
I don't remember. I will find out and put it in the comments underneath.
Okay, yes. By the way, people, I hope you're appreciating the fact that the lovely Jenny, who might be on this side, up there or down there, I don't know where she's turning up to you. For me, she's here. Is making an effort to put stuff into our comment box for you. So I hope you're appreciating the ones that she's managed to get done. Yes. And I appreciate it because I don't do it. You're too busy. I have a very busy life, people. And that's part of why you haven't seen me for a few weeks with the 3 kids, and a whole bunch of school and the COVID and the storms and the, oh my goodness, so much going on. It's only 2 weeks till school holidays.
But that then means that you have the kids all the time.
No, they're going to camp for a week.
Okay.
I get 3 whole days off to stitch.
Ooh.
Or sleep.
So you've done your timing better this time, because last time you only managed 1 day between the kids going to camp.
Yes.
Because they had staggered camp starts. And
yeah. They're all at the same venue this time, just that one of them has 1 day less. So I've got to go like on Sunday and Monday to deliver. I pick them all up on Friday or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, very excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. So that's my only haul is the Silks for You. I'm really not shopping for haul. I got a parcel from the lovely Carla, Craft Addict K from America, and she very nicely sent me 2 packets of M&Ms and from America because they're gluten-free in America, and some popping candy, which is the same popping candy as we have, but you know, the Pop Rocks. But when she was describing it, I wasn't sure what it was, so she chucked it in. But she sent over some of the prizes because what we tend to do at the moment with postage from America is ludicrous. We combine when there's prizes. So I've got a couple of little charts that people have won through No New Starts to go to people in Australia unlike the Australian Post Office. And she sent me over another bag. I could see she's not used it. That was really kind. So thank you, Carla. Appreciate it, especially saying postage on goodness. But I had a bit of good news. I'll save it. Let's do the word of the month before I go to my good news, because the good news relates to the shop.
Ooh. Okay, so we meant to do this word last time and we forgot. Well, actually, it's more than one word. So in Australia, your swimming costume.
I'm going to find you some illustrations to go with it. So you talk.
Yeah, swimming costume has lots of different names depending on what kind of swimmer. So swimmers is one, but you know that's not really an Aussieism, I don't think. But depending on what kind of swimmers they are or where you come from, it can be lots of different names. Swimming cossie, togs.
Here's your standard cossie, right?
Yeah.
Your standard one-piece cossie.
Yep.
Yep. Togs you want?
Well, togs is just, you know, any kind of swimmers really.
But also, to me, the swimming togs is more the men's
boys ones. Yeah.
Boys
boardies. Those are boardies, otherwise known as board shorts, because in Australia, lots of words get shortened and they either put O or IE at the end.
Yes. And obviously, bikini is just normal, like our bikini.
But we call it bikini singular, not bikinis plural. Even though it's 2 pieces, it's one thing. And it's Speedos plural, not singular. I think in America they tend to call it a Speedo. No. In Australia it's Speedos plural.
Yes, but can I just say, I'm trying to find an appropriate one. Here we go. All right. These are the brand Speedo.
Yes.
But we actually call them budgie snugglers or dip stickers. That was DIP, by the way.
Yep. Yep. And they're only men wear them, but Speedos can, like, you can get women's cozies from Speedo.
Yeah, they're more the dip
Yeah.
stickers.
They look like lifeguards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just on Google trying to find any other girls ones I need to find cozies.
No.
So there you go. That's your American word of the week.
Australian.
Many we call a swimming suit.
Bathing suit. We don't call it bathing suit. That's more English, I think.
It's a swimsuit, it's a cozy, two togs,
Swimmers,
and then the more specific ones for the boys.
Yep.
All right. What's your plans, Jen?
I need to do some work on cross stitching because I haven't done any all month. Partly that is because I've joined a choir, and choir rehearsals is 3 hours every Thursday night, which means that I can't join Lisa on Zoom on a Thursday night to do my stitching. However, they have decided to cancel next week's rehearsals. Yeah, Lisa's going, yay. They're doing it just because there's been a bit of a surge in COVID cases. Not that there have been any within my branch of the choir.
With another branch of the choir of someone we know who's in there, who shall remain nameless for their privacy, there's been a huge surge of COVID.
Yes. And so they've decided that they're going to cancel all the choir rehearsals for all. So I think there's like 3, maybe 4 different choirs that are part of this organisation. They've decided, as a bit of a circuit breaker, cancelling all rehearsals next week, and just to try and, because there'd be lots of people missing anyway from people who have COVID, and so they've decided to just skip it. So I'll be able to join Lisa and do some work on that. Other than that, well, I guess I need to do my stitching up my Romeo Mouse, turning him into a mouse instead of just a piece of material.
You've got a couple of weeks, so yeah. Oh, that's good. My plans are to finish my animal hunt. I've got to do Jingling Ladies, Stitch in Time. I think that's all I have to do, 3 pieces. So I've done all my ABC houses. So I've got to do Jingling Ladies and Stitch in Time. I've got to do about 1,000 on each of them. And then I need to get myself up to my 1,011 on this Christmas Eve. And well, I'm not going to say Kringles is going to get there. Kringles might be relegated to just frogging what is wrong. So if that's the case, that's the case. But I'll do what I can.
Because then, like, I think quite often stitchers find that if they've got to frog something, that they put it off and then they don't want to do it and then they don't want to work on that piece. But if you frog it now, then it's done. So then the next time you go to pick it up, it's ready to go again. Which
so even if it's stitching 340 and frogging 340, and I count that as 700 and do another 300 stitches, I will have reached my whip go goal. Hey, it's my whip go goal. I can do what I want. Okay?
Yes.
So that is my goal for the next week until the end of the month. Laurie's back from Disney World, so we will be doing a weekly challenge chat discussion, I think tomorrow. And then we have the monthly one coming up on, it's Saturday our time.
Yeah. So
I've basically got a week to get all that done. And theoretically, it might be possible. So we'll see how the stitching gods are aligned this week. Okay, that brings me to other announcements, which is my Paddock Lane Designs announcement. I've been a bit busy even to get my website totally fixed. I've got Jenny's needle. Mine is ready to go up. I've just got to put them up. I've got the Cottage Garden threads almost ready to go up. I am changing the way I'm doing my website. My fabrics, I am going to start releasing just the colorways, and they're not necessarily pre-dyed. So you can order the colorway in the size of fabric you want, because I have enough stock of fabric now that I can basically do that, and pretty much going to guarantee you get them in a particular size that's approximately, fat quarter, fat 8. You can sort of ask for what you want. I think that's going to make it easier for people to get what they want.
Hmm.
And I still have, I know, much quicker dyeing times than most other people in the country. So I'm happy that I can maintain that. As long as I've got a day or two a week I can dye,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I got a lovely message from a lady called Sue today, not Sue like my friend, but another Sue who's a stitcher, and she asked me to dye a piece of fabric particularly for this Bella Filipina Bellatrix. And so this
Ooh.
is the piece of fabric I dyed for her. It's like a grey mauve, sort of purpley.
That looks
It's
so cool.
pretty. She's already stitched it. I cannot believe she's already stitched it up. But really pleased with that. It looks absolutely superb. She did the right thing. She sent me the picture of the piece and said, I want something that's going to go with this. And so I was able to, use my bit of color creativeness and make it fit. So that is awesome. And she has an Etsy shop and she sells the Bella Filipinas. So we will link the Etsy shop below as soon as she sends it through to me, because she hasn't got back to me with the name. But why not buy it if you want them? I looked at that, and if she stitched it that fast, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So if you have a pattern that you want, a particular thing in mind, just reach out to me, send me a message, because I'm pretty good at matching them. If I've got a picture of what you want, I've had quite a few people say, oh, there's this fabric from America that, we still can get postage from America. Can you do this one in this size? And it's like, yeah, sure. It's not a problem for me what size I cut it, as long as it's not bigger than the 110 or 140 that I can get a roll with. The only thing I will say is if 40 count is very hard to come by. So I've got an order of 40 count on back order with the supplier. I'm out of 40 count at the moment. So if you want anything other than the 40 count. And I also have been playing around with a new range. So it's gold spark. Watch the website space. But as I said, the website will be starting to change to show you can just order, and you'll be able to order it even if I haven't got it dyed, because I can get it dyed pretty fast. So that's my Paddock Lane Designs news, I think. All right, Jen. Well, we might let them go. What do you think?
I think that's pretty good. We've sort of got through everything. So yeah.
Pretty good. So longer one than usual, but I think, well, I'll put it out to you guys. Do you like us doing just like, 2 long ones a month? Or do you really like me doing 4 15-minute ones? So if you have a strong opinion either way, comment below.
Yep.
And we'll see what you say. But my last bit of exciting news is we are celebrating our 4th season launch, and we will be doing a giveaway. So the next video that I make, I will actually have the giveaway prizes available to see, and you'll be able to comment on that video if you want to win them. So I don't know what they'll be yet, but they'll be pretty cool. Jenny and I need to talk about it, but we will get them ready, and then the next time you see Jenny, we'll be able to do the drawing. So that will be really good. So until then, guys, happy stitching, everyone.
Yeah.